bá sọ fún yín pé kẹ́ máa tẹ̀lé èèyàn kankan ló.
They're right, and they're the ones that will say, it's not right. I will say. Hey guys, in today's video, we are all lawyers. I'm a lawyer. You're a lawyer. We're going to watch this video with our lawyer mind. Meaning that you cannot smash your phone. You cannot get emotionally attached with your client. That's the number one rule. You cannot start crying. You cannot get angry and say, I'm never watching this video again. You must watch it to the end. Do you understand? Yeah. You will just calm down. And you would think, had it been I was in this situation or I was witnessing this situation, how would I have acted or how would I have expected the person to act? Would I follow the person and be rolling on the floor and be answering questions about our virginity, explaining to them why I left the first person that disvirgined me when I was disvirgin? Is that questions you'll be answering? Or do you know your rights?
You should be seeing the clip, but there was some sort of strike, copyright, and then it got put down. So I'll put a link to the video in the description box, and you should watch that first because that would aid, a better understanding of this video.
First, if you watch that video and you were crying, or you smash your phone, or you say like I'm not going to watch the video to the end, you are not qualified to be a lawyer. You have been cancelled. We cannot call you to the bar. You are emotionally attached. And if you watch that video and you were smiling, it was comical to you, you even laughed small, you're a demon. You are Satan's child. No, Satan is learning work from you. You're wicked. Let me give us a topic. If it's like you're looking for a topic, the topic is, what are the rights of an accused person? The thing is, generally, when you're accused of a crime, there's already this he stole, he killed, he did this, he did that. You understand? So the law tries to protect the accused person that, okay, you're already on the wrong side of the law, in quotes. So what's the best that we can do for you? The law, what can we do for you? What the law does is to still give you rights. First off, if you watch that video, the first thing you see is the policeman smacking her, hitting her, then she falls on the floor and she's rolling on the floor. She has a right to dignity. Even if she's accused of a crime, even if you caught her stabbing, you caught her with knife, you're supposed to treat her with dignity. Why would you slap her? A policeman in the bit of arresting an accused person, you're not supposed to use excessive force. You have a right to be treated with dignity. But even if they not treat you with dignity, treat yourself with dignity. Don't roll on the floor. Don't be crying. Even if you are scared, strong your face. Strong it. Don't be scared. Calm down. You have a right. One other thing that strikes you that you notice is the handcuff in her hand. And then I'm wondering, so necessary. The girl is already crying. She's not trying to be violent. She doesn't look like she's about to run away. Where can she even run to with all you policemen around her? She's not running anywhere. So why are you handcuffing her? And you're thinking that, oh, that's just sentiment, Moyo. You have to handcuff them because you're only watching African Magic Yoruba. That's all that you watch. That's why you think that you're supposed to handcuff her. You're only supposed to be handcuffed according to the law, ACJA and CPA. You're only supposed to be handcuffed if there's a reasonable apprehension of violence. It's as if you want to be violent, you want to slap the police officer, you want to run away, or it's as if they're trying to protect you from doing self-harm. Maybe because you're caught committing a crime, then you want to stab yourself. Then they can handcuff you to protect you from your own self. None of this applies, meaning she wasn't doing any of that. It didn't look as if she was going to kill herself. It didn't look as if she was going to violently, use violence on the police officers. It didn't look as if she was going to run away. So there was no need for handcuff. But of course, if you want to arrest the person, according to the law, you have to touch the person. An arrest is valid when you touch the person. You touch the person's arm. You hold the person's arm that, okay, you are under arrest. Do you understand? But you don't necessarily have to use handcuff if these conditions are not fulfilled. You understand? Necessary. Then another thing you now notice is that they're already treating her like an accused person. They're already treating her like, no. She committed the crime. Backbone of being an accused in Nigeria, in anywhere, is that an accused is treated to be innocent. You are assumed to be innocent until you've been proven guilty. So even if you get to my house and you see me with a blooded knife or a bloody knife, you are still supposed to treat me like I'm innocent until you have proof, until I've been convicted. That is when you know that, okay, I'm guilty, except when you've been convicted. But besides that, you're still to be treated as innocent. So treat yourself like you are innocent, talk like you're innocent, act like you're innocent, because that's what the law says that you are until you're proven guilty. So don't cry, don't start saying don't start giving them tell you something about police officers. Not like I've had so much encounters with them. I have just one, and it wasn't as dramatic as I hoped it would be. Because I wanted it to be drama. I'll come and give you guys gist, but they were too calm for my liking. Anyways, so let me tell you something about police officers in Nigeria. Crying, rolling on the floor, begging doesn't make them like you more. Doesn't make them pity you. It gives them power. You know those people are deprived of power. So seeing someone crying because of them gives them power.
This is Wycliffe. I catch her like fowl.
They'll be very happy. Your tears they fuel for their ego. So don't cry. Don't even feel their ego in the first place. Also, except the court orders that person should be handcuffed. If the court did not order that person should be handcuffed, why? That scattered my head in this video. She was not saying that. Check my chat.
Check for me. You
have a right to privacy as an accused person. A police officer should not be taking your phone and checking your phone because they are arresting you. You still have a right to privacy of your correspondence, of your telephone conversations. They don't have a right to go through it. At the point of arrest, you still have a right to privacy. To remain silent. Yeah, that's one thing. That's the one thing that also slapped my face a lot in this video. Because she was talking a lot. She talked too much. They were asking her questions and she was also answering them. You know, there are some questions that they don't deserve an answer. Like, they're asking her questions like, oh, when did you lose your virginity? Why did you leave the guy that you lost your virginity to? Who is this guy? Have you slept with him before? How does that relate to a warrant of arrest for kidnapping and armed robbery? How? You have a right to remain silent. You can say, I'm not saying anything. When you leave your virginity, why do you leave your boyfriend? What you come and you get? Are you the? Swallow your question. Swallow your answer. You have a right to remain silent until you talk to your lawyer, until you talk to anybody that you want to talk to. In fact, if you don't have anybody to talk to, just tell that you need to talk to your lawyer right now. Just dial any number, call any of your friends and say, hello, can you just talk? Frank face, be bold, be confident. Had a legitimate reason to be where they were. They came to arrest armed robbers, suspected armed robbers and kidnappers in that particular compound. And so they obviously did not come to arrest her. They came to arrest some other persons. And so I'm asking, what exactly are you arresting her for? Are you arresting her for being a girlfriend of a kidnapper? She has said that she has nothing to do. Like, she doesn't know their jobs. And even if, okay, you think that she's lying, because of course you're a human being, you try to protect yourself and say, oh no, you are supposed to tell her at the point of arrest why you were arresting her. First, you should have a warrant of arrest because it's a very serious crime. But even if you don't have a warrant of arrest, yes, you can still go ahead and, arrest the person even without warrant of arrest. But you have to make sure that as soon as practicable, you produce a warrant of arrest. And according to in Lagos law, ACGL, that is 24 hours within the period of arrest. You understand? But let's say that, okay, you arrested her. You want to arrest her without warrant of arrest. She has the right to be informed of why she's been arrested. Why are you arresting her? Is being a girlfriend of a kidnapper a crime? In our constitution, you cannot punish a person for you cannot punish a person, you can't arrest a person for a crime not known to the law. Being the girlfriend of an accused person is not a crime. You're supposed to ask them, so why are you arresting me? What are you arresting me for? Do you understand? Are you arresting me because you think I'm a kidnapper or because I'm a girlfriend of a kidnapper? And one other thing that introduces is this thing of substitutionary arrest, where you arrest somebody in the place of another person. So you want to arrest my boyfriend, who happens to, hey, I'll not date kidnapper and just name. Or just say that you want to arrest my boyfriend because, oh, he's a kidnapper, he's an armed robber, but you cannot find him. It's not your place to now come and arrest me and say that, oh, because I'm the girlfriend, you're gonna arrest me. The law is against that. When I'm talking about sureties when it comes to bail, I'm talking about like arresting someone in the place of another person. It's not done. I know that people do it in this nation, but I'm just telling you that change comes from knowing where to start from. So now you know these things, right? So now you can talk about it, not like say, oh, that's just how it is, blah blah blah. So I know that you're not saying that, Moyo, you just like to talk, all these things is just law, it's just paper fine, it's just, you're the one, you're the problem of this nation. Yeah, because people that used to talk like that, then they're the ones that don't know the law, they're the ones that don't know their rights, and they're the ones that will say, it's not law that will save us, and they're the ones that don't know anything. Because I that beyond knowing the law, it's the most important thing for it, or the more important thing is that that law is being recognized, is being adhered to in, you know, in the nation, in society, in community. But it starts from at least knowing. I'm sure you don't know that you're not supposed to be handcuffed. I'm sure you don't know certain things, but now you know them. So when you are accosted by a police officer, say you're in a situation, first thing, please don't cry. I know you're scared. I used to cry any small thing, but you just strong yourself, strong your face. Don't cry. Calm down. Relax. Don't say that you want to show them your chats. Don't do that. One thing that I'll tell you that is particular to our nation is don't aggressively fight. Because I've not told you your rights, you now want to go and kid yourself. You now want to go and be fighting with police officer and saying that aggressively. You're saying, I know my rights, and you see, it's only person that's alive that can fight for their rights. So if you have a police officer that wants to arrest you, that has gone, it's not now that's not the time you now start shouting and saying, I know my right, I know my right. You be calm in your approach. Don't cry, but be calm. And don't fight, because it's only someone that's alive that can fight for his rights. I'm telling you that again. Also, then you ask them why you're being arrested. If they don't tell you, because many times, unfortunately, these police guys don't always know the right things to do. But if they don't tell you why you're being arrested, ask them, why am I being arrested? And then, what's your warrant of arrest? If it's a serious offense and in certain circumstances, they have to have a warrant of arrest. And sometimes, even when you don't have it, they have to produce the warrant of arrest as soon as practicable. And keep saying, I need to talk to my lawyer. I want to talk to my lawyer. I need to talk to my lawyer. Just be saying, even if you don't have a lawyer, I need to talk to my lawyer. Just so have funny confidence, right? It will just let me going. But the first thing is that don't commit crime in the first place. I know that like Nigeria is a country where there's hardly any regard for the rule of law. Even the police officers who are supposed to enforce the law do not even know the law. But even if they don't know the law, you knowing the law, you knowing your rights, at least helps you to act in certain ways. Like there's a way you will not act when you know your rights. I know you know. And if I ever see any video again and you happen to be my subscriber, that you are running on the floor and you're crying like that because you are scared, then you're ashamed. You're ashamed to this law firm. You're ashamed. Because you're supposed to strong your face. You're supposed to, tell them that you want to talk to your lawyer, even if you don't have a lawyer. People don't know how important it is to have lawyers. Like, lawyers are actually very important. You don't like us, but you can't do it without us. Like, just have your lawyer as a friend. Just have a lawyer as a friend. And pay them. Pay them. Don't be asking for pro bono work. Pay them their dues. And one other thing is that you don't arrest based on a civil offense. So your neighbor did not return the money they've been owing you since 1990, 1996. You know that you want to go and use Olokwa and catch them. You want to go and use police and catch them. That's wrong. That is very, very wrong. That's an abuse of court process. That's an abuse of the legal process, of the judicial litigation. That is only in criminal offenses that you can use the police. But you're not gonna go and call the police. Police will come by themselves. You go and meet the police, then they come. I think so. If you have any questions that arises that you want to ask, of course I'll be glad to answer your questions after you tell me how pretty I look in today's video. Bye. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe.